Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Virgo, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance, Virgo. Today we're going to be doing a special reading all about blockages, boundaries, and breakthroughs. So I'm going to be pulling one card from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. I'm going to interpret it intuitively, and then at the end I will read from the book. And I'm going to be using the Meraki Tarot for your tarot spread today. So let's get the overall energy for Virgo, please. The overall energy for Virgo. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, Virgo. You got the venom. The venom. Immediately, I thought of something that you could be doing that is self-destructive. Could be a substance, it could be alcohol maybe, or it doesn't have to be that, but it's just an example. But something that you're consuming. Could also be media that you're consuming if you're watching too much scary movies or kind of reality TV or the news. You know, it's not to say that we can't be informed, but we have to protect our energy in whatever way that we can. So it could be you change the way that you consume your news. So instead of watching it, maybe you're reading the paper, or you're educating yourself in a different way, but it's in a way that does not that is not toxic to you. But we shall see. There's the moon in the middle of this kind of open mouth energy. So kind of what it tells me is this like mystery that wants to be spoken or kind of released in a great howl. It's the venom energy. So 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier. Blockages, boundaries, breakthroughs, and advice from Spirit. Okay, this is the first time that I've talked today, so my voice is, hopefully it'll get better as I do the reading. This deck also has special cards in it, and I've kept them inside the deck, inside the reading, so you may see some of those as well. You got 2 extra cards. I'm going to show them to you. You got the Queen of Cups in the reverse, which is Cancer energy. Queen of Cups talks about somebody who is very overwhelmed with, not overwhelmed, has an overwhelming amount of love and emotion and feelings, and has so much in their cup that they can give it to others. But for me as a reader, when I see the card in reverse, it kind of denotes to me that there is a need for self-care. So it kind of confirms what I was picking up on in terms of a self-destructive behavior. It could be, you're eating too many sweets or whatever, and I'm not judging that. But there's something here that's not good for you. 8 of Pentacles, you may have been putting a lot of investment in it as well. 8 of Pentacles is all about investment. And whenever I see the bee, whenever I see a bee or honey or nectar, obviously it's poignant to me specifically, but I always take that as a sign that my spirit guides are talking to me. So it's almost like your spirit guides are drawing your attention to the place where you invest a lot of your time, energy, resources. So to me, these 2 cards are saying, 1, look at what you're investing in with regards to this energy, and 2, make sure that you're taking care of yourself and recognizing a self-destructive pattern if there is one, because I'm seeing this patterning here, right? But the thing about the beehive and the hexagonal shape is that the hexagon is, rather the beehive is the most efficient shape in nature. This is what they say, that it's the most efficient shape in nature. So, but here it is not being used efficiently, if that makes sense. Like, it's not in an actual, there's spaces and gaps and things are being missed or things are being overlooked, or there's too much concentration in one place and not enough in another. These messages are really like coming in very quickly. They don't usually come and bombard me like that, but it's there's something, like it could be a nutrient or there's something that's missing that you need. So, you know, obviously consult your doctors. Maybe there's just a nutrient deficiency that could help you with your mood, your focus, your energy levels. I started taking something that I read about online, which I'm not going to mention because it's not, you know, if I say it, it's not necessarily for everyone, but it's something, it's a supplement that I just kept seeing over and over and over in social media, like people talking about how it kind of changed their world when they took it, because there was a deficiency, there's a lot of deficiency, especially like in certain regions of the world, there's a deficiency in this mineral. And so I started taking supplements, and it literally changed my life. Like, I used to get up in the morning and just feel tired and hazy, foggy, like I didn't have very good focus. My health was like not great, like I didn't have any energy. And I started taking it, and it's like very sharp focus. I wouldn't say it made me smarter, but it just made me more focused so that I could have determination and, you know, if I set a goal for myself, that I could actually accomplish it for myself. Not talking about work, right? Just sometimes the hardest goals for us to achieve are the ones that only we ourselves are privy to. So as opposed to like at work, somebody's paying you to do something, so you have to do it, right? I found that I just had a lot more motivation or whatever because of this. I start sleeping better. So I really highly suggest, and Spirit's really giving that to me, that, you know, you know, maybe get your annual physical or something that, you know, could just really be such a game changer for you. And putting that self-care and investment into your health in some way. It doesn't even have to be something, maybe it's not something you're physically consuming, but maybe it's, you know, starting an exercise routine or a meditation regimen, or, you know, a book club, just something that fuels the soul, right? What are the blockages here? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. That's what it looks like in the upright. There are a lot of crystal representations in this deck. And the Nine of Wands. So in terms of blockages, there could have been something here that you felt that you were trying to balance, trying to maintain, keep going, endless cycles, what I heard, because like now we see the infinity symbol, right, which is very prominent in the Two of Pentacles. It's usually represented by a person that's kind of juggling, multitasking, the back and forth, and we can maintain that. We can maintain the status quo if we need to. Sometimes that gets monotonous, sometimes it gets tedious, and there could have been something that was just because you were too busy juggling. There could have been a blockage to you pushing forward with something. There was no like evolution per se. And the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. the wounded warrior that keeps on pressing on, that keeps building. It's almost like I see there's like a, you know, this bear has got like a stick in their hand, and it's almost like, have they broken a stick off from something? Are they adding to the pile? And it's like an endless loop, you know? You can continue to do this, absolutely. And in a certain sense, I think that you are. It's not easy to let go of burdens or responsibilities that we've accumulated along the way. Spirit is showing me like something like debt, right? That you may have taken out a car note, bought a new car, now you have a card note. And it's something that you're using, it's utilitarian, and you need to take it to work or drop the kids off somewhere or whatever, right? It's useful to you, but now it's a burden that's difficult to let go of. Maybe you thought you could pay it faster than you actually have been able to, and interest keeps compounding, something like that. I feel very strong, like something is compounding, and it's almost like this is just the feeling that it's like closing in on you, right? So this could be your blockage right now, where you're just trying to put something down. The card is in reverse. You're trying to put something down. That one final rod, that one final wand. Let's see, let's get a clarifier for the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Thank you. 2 cards came out. The High Priestess, which is the number 2 in the major arcana of the tarot, representing Pisces energy. And the Judgment card, another major arcana in the reverse, the number 20. So I asked for a clarification on this card of your desire, what I can see, to release, just to put something down now, right? To make space, because it's almost like clearing house. Like once you can put something down or give something away that's been burdening you, then you can choose to pick up something new or incorporate something new into your life. Your instinct is telling you that this is so. Your instinct is telling you that this is a good idea. The High Priestess is someone, an individual that sits in the veil between worlds. Very, very psychic. This is tapping into your psychic awareness, your intuition, your gut feeling. Your gut feeling is telling you that there's something here. There's like a calling. There's like a higher calling that you could be missing out on. That's what the Judgment card is all about. It's about, are you choosing to continue to carry the burden, or are you choosing to release it in order to follow a different path, right? The choice is absolutely yours. And there is, there's no, this is the thing, like, there are no wrong answers here. It's your life. But this feeling, when the High Priestess within all of us, divine feminine energy, we have divine feminine and divine masculine within all of us. The goal is balance between those two, by the way. It has nothing to do with gender. It's just assigning energy. And divine feminine is like the receptacle, is the receiver. Your intuition, your gut feeling is just going to keep tapping, like tapping at the door, tapping at the veil, waiting for you to see, right? This is like, I feel like these are a lot of either evil eye protection or like third eye opening. It's just going to keep nagging at you, and I think you already know that, which is why it's coming up as a blockage, because you're perceiving that something is blocking you in the first place. If you were kind of ignorant to it, which I'm not calling you ignorant, I'm just saying if you were ignorant to it, if one was ignorant to it, this wouldn't, I wouldn't have read it that way, because it's, you know, your intuition knows that there's something more out there. This energy is absolutely something that could be preventing you from moving forward with your life's purpose. You know, it also could be your venom, right? Like now I see it's like, are you under attack? Or are you on the attack? It's strange. So right before I started filming, you know, I'm filming on a Saturday, so it's my day off, and you just go down these rabbit holes on YouTube and Instagram and the like, right? Social media. And not all social media is bad. Not at all. And I feel like I need to say that because so much social media is used for good, to get the word out, to help others, continue to look at things like that, to contribute to the world in a positive way. I love social media for artists that would have never been recognized before, you know. So, but I saw a video right before I'm doing your reading, and it was this snake that was, you know, it's in nature, so it was going after a lizard, and it was a constrictor, so you can imagine, and its lizard buddy was trying to bite the snake to get him to free his friend. And I saw that right before, and I hope that, I mean, I don't think I have enough of the energy to influence this, but it's not a coincidence that I saw that video and then this card pops out for you. Not 20 minutes later, you know, that a snake can represent so many things symbolically. It can represent rebirth, regeneration. It can represent good fortune as well, because the snake is industrious and it finds different ways to approach something. But it can be very scary. It can have venom. It can do a lot of damage. It can be paralyzing. So it's all in the way that you frame something, right? What is in the boundaries? Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Clarified by the Devil. See, there's really heavy energies for you, Virgo, and this is not this is an acknowledgement that you are going through a tremendously tough time. If I had to liken two cards to each other, it would be these two cards, right? The Devil and the Venom, because the Devil is Capricorn energy, a fellow earth sign. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, but I more interpret this as though there are maybe substance issues, addictions, codependency, negative self-talk. It's almost like I see this like howling at the universe, God, the creator, the divine, whomever, right? This howling at the moon. Please take that as a synchronicity. Kind of earnestly, because the Five of Cups, you can see this little turtle guy here. He's just looking so sad. He's looking sad. Anytime anyone is in the Five of Cups is a transitionary energy. It kind of talks about somebody who may be depressed or feeling sorry for themselves, or feeling hurt, feeling left out, feeling alone, feeling like they don't have very much going for them. And Virgo, I know that Spirit is not bringing this to your attention to make you feel worse, okay? It's actually, if you are resonating with this message, and if you don't, then it's not your reading, but if you are resonating with this message and I'm a complete stranger to you, then understand that the only way that these cards will come out and understand who you are and what you're going through is if your spirit guides were giving that message to me, right? What does that mean? It means that you have a whole spirit team around you that are your champions, like that they are wanting to champion you on. And right now, you could be searching for that help, but where are you directing your attention? Right? Are you asking your archangels and your spirit guides and your ancestors for assistance? Or are you looking to earthly, you know, self-destructive means to kind of the word I wanted to say was placate your problems. That's a very interesting turn of to placate your problems, to just be like, they're there. We don't have to worry about you right now, which, you know, I think we all do that. I certainly do. You know, it's like looking at codependent relationships, maybe friendships. You know, maybe you have a loving group of friends, but they kind of are just like, oh, such and such, just come out to the bar with us, or come out and let's go gambling. Just like forget about your worries and let's just do this, right? That's your choice. You know, maybe you're just looking to have fun. There's no judgment there, but if you're down to your rent money and you're gambling your rent money, I don't think that that's really wise. I'm not saying you're doing that. It's just an example. So in the column of the boundaries, it's almost like saying, is Spirit saying, this is what you need to kind of recognize and rally against, this idea that you're just kind of turtle on this little island and you're all by yourself, because it's just not true. It's almost like I see these birds here as like your spirit guides, like kind of waiting in the wings, waiting for you to ask them for help. The angels are not here to interfere, right? That idea. They're here to protect you, but like you have free will. So if you're trying to ask them for help, then really be serious about it. And then, right, you're trying to manifest a new set of circumstances. You have to then work towards that set of circumstances. It's not about it just kind of falling into your lap. Six of Wands, King of Swords. To clarify these two cards, King of Wands is Gemini energy, also attributed to Aquarius, but I attribute it to Gemini. And the Six of Wands is fire energy, which talks about victory. So it's almost like saying, when you can be really, really real, and almost unemotional about what it is that you're dealing with in your life right now, and just say, okay, like, Spirit's giving me a story, a conversation I had with a very dear friend recently, you know, and I was talking about, you know, some like credit card debt or something that like I have, and, you know, feeling like insecure about it because, you know, I work very hard and you know, I pay all my bills on time, but it leaves me kind of like struggling, right? And if I'm trying to find a partner or whatever, that I don't want to bring the burden of that to a partner. This is the actual conversation I had. It's very vulnerable, but I'm telling you because Spirit's giving it to me. And I said, you know, if I bring that kind of burden to a relationship, I don't think that's, you know, that's gonna work against me. And my friend immediately said, you know what, like, I'm paraphrasing it, but she said, don't ever put yourself down for doing your level best given what you have, because there are some other people out there that had a partner earlier on where they paid off their debts earlier in life because they had a partner to help them, right? The two incomes is better than one. And so she just started to kind of uplift me in that way, and just saying, you know, you have been able to take care of yourself this whole time, and no one has the right to judge you for that. Now, it's when you get together with somebody that you have an honest conversation about it, but the person that loves you will understand and will want to help you, and then they come as well to a relationship with their own baggage. Maybe it's not financial, maybe it's emotional, right? So it's kind of like they're showing me that right now, which is that conversation, which is like don't judge yourself. It's not about sitting here in judgment of the place that you find yourself now, this venomous place. It's not about getting down on yourself or feeling ashamed. It's about, okay, let's look at the facts and how we're going to proceed. And when we do that, then we can start to see the victories, the little incremental steps forward. It's almost like, see, it's almost like these birds look like arrows and they're pointing forward. At least when I look at it like this, they're pointing forward. It's like forward motion, right? Once we can just be real about it. It's really hard. Like, I get that. That's really hard. In the breakthroughs, you got the Four of Cups and obscurity. This is one of those special cards in the deck, obscurity. So we can see here a little bird kind of traveling in a little boat to who knows where, right? Just making their way. I just feel like it's so quiet, right? And it's not, I don't feel like it's like, oh, you're falling into obscurity. No, it's not about that. It's almost like the curiosity to step outside of maybe this dark place and go towards the light, go towards something that could be on offer for you that you haven't yet seen. The Four of Cups can talk about apathy, but this is in the idea of the breakthrough, right? She's literally, it's almost like, look at it this way. So see how these are like bottoms of like giant trees? It's almost like I see this as the top of that tree system. This is like the top of the tree system, right? So here we are in our little boat, and it's like we're making our way past this. The Four of Cups talks about not being able to see the Ace of Cups that's on offer from Spirit. And the only way that you could see it is if you go out into a place where you're feeling in a higher vibration, to be able to say, I am worthy of receiving this brand new cup of love, right? I am worthy of receiving this abundance. Because right now it's like you've been in the undergrowth, the brambles and the darkness, the shadows, right? This energy, that's the place that you were. And the literal kind of breakthrough is pushing past this place. So let me ask for a clarifier on that obscurity card. The Chariot in reverse and clarity. Look, Chariot in reverse and clarity. See that? Damn, see that? It's almost like you went through this portal and on the other side you found that. That's amazing. So the thing about the Chariot card though, the Chariot card is the Six of Wands in the Major Arcana, another Cancer card. This is Cancer in the Major Arcana. So you got two energies of Cancer, both in reverse. Cancer is the fourth house, right? Like the house of family and stability and like home life and parental, like caretaking. So I feel as though there's just a lot of self-care that you are recognizing that you need at this time. To move from literally moving from this place of obscurity into a place of clarity. And in that place, there's like, it's literally the same bird, by the way, like the bird in the boat. It's the same. That is so beautiful. How beautiful. And in that place, right, you find Soul Tribe. There's like birds all over here, and it's like he's like looking up and calling to them, right? Soul Tribe, your spirit guides. What are your spirit guides saying as your advice? Big fat yes. Yes. You know, see poppies here and mushrooms, these beautiful butterflies. This idea that whatever it is that you want, you can have. This abundance, this growth. Things that may seem larger than life, right? This reminds me of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, that movie from the 80s, I think, where the people are really small. Everything seems so larger than life. Maybe it's intimidating to you, but it's almost like Spirit is saying, look, you kind of made it this far with the Ten of Wands. You've like picked up so many experiences along the way. There's no reason that you can't have your, right when we're in the 10, we move back to the Ace. The Ace of Wands is a breakthrough moment, a breakthrough action. Right, the Hanged Man is the last card of this reading, clarifying the yes, which is you're going to get a massive perspective on things. You're going to see things differently than you've ever seen them before, and it's just going to kind of change your whole worldview. So I'm going to read from the book now for Venom. This is from the book, Wild Unknown Archetypes. The poison, the curse, the toxin. Much to our dismay, the venom is lurking in the shadows in one form or another. Its toxic presence may be found in our relationships, thoughts, speech, or environment. Thankfully, the cycle of purification and detoxification comes so naturally that it is built into our every exhale. We breathe out carbon dioxide and the plants return it to us as oxygen. Archetypal venom is rarely remedied as easily, however, and it can come in potent forms and quantities that are deeply damaging to us and to the world. When the Venom card appears, there is a harmful substance in our psychic realm that must be identified, which is this King of Swords, looking at it head on. Perhaps your words have a sting of poison about them. Perhaps a relationship is slowly draining your reserves. Acknowledgement is the first step. Change is the second. The remedy will reveal itself in time, and with it, forgiveness. So that's your reading, Virgo. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Good luck. Thank you, Virgo.